Okay, all right. Hello. Good evening, everybody. It's quite late. Last minute live stream. Just a quick update to you guys. I'm gonna wait for a couple of people to come in. We just had the most pointless last few hours in the House of Commons. Essentially, the leader of the opposition, Keir Starmer, and his idiotic socialist party, Labour, about a week ago, decided to say, if Boris Johnson doesn't go now, then we will call the House of Commons to vote to do a vote of no confidence, which was a bit of an overreaction considering the way the process works in the Tory party is generally, well, normally speaking in Parliament, the political party will pick a new leader, then the new leader will go to the Buckingham Palace and the Queen will appoint them as the new Prime Minister. Now, Boris Johnson on Downing Street, I'm not even the biggest fan of Boris Johnson's government, as you guys know, but he absolutely humiliated Starmer. Following last week's, I don't know, I was going to say bluff, but idiotic motion that Labour were trying to introduce, Boris Johnson's government blocked that motion a few days ago, as you guys probably know, and then decided to do their own version. So the government called for a motion of and a vote of confidence in itself so that they could win the vote. The realistic issue was that Boris Johnson said, and rightly so, again, I'm not the biggest fan of Boris Johnson's government, as I said. Boris said, and the Tories said, you can do a vote of no confidence in government, but you do a vote of no confidence in government and Boris, and Prime Minister, so we're going to block it. And then they did a vote of confidence just now, and the government just won that vote. Boris Johnson defeated, well, I was going to say defeated Keir Starmer, but it was his own motion, a vote of confidence in himself and in his government. And they managed to win that vote, 348 votes for the government and 238, was it 238? Yeah, 238 votes for the Labour Party, the no confidence. By the way, that means Boris Johnson got more votes, more confidence votes than his majority. It's slightly confusing, but yeah. I'm just going to have a look at the numbers again, just double check to make sure. But the news just came out. And the problem I have, I'm going to be honest with you guys, is we have all these problems right now around the world and in the country. And not just the cost of living, because that's linked to many other problems. We still have a border crisis. We have a housing crisis because of mass migration, legal and illegal. But these idiots, both sides, but it was actually Starmer provoking it, spent the last, 6 hours, I think, just debating this issue. They spent the last few hours. The Tory party were distracted anyway. The Tory MPs were bluffing and kind of doing their own stuff for the leadership election. But the rest of the House of Commons spent the whole time sitting around, standing up, debating, attacking Boris, defending Boris, and wasting our money, wasting our time, just to get the inevitable result. Of course, Boris Johnson's government was going to win. Thank you to Falvey Pollard, by the way, for your super chat. Thank you so much for the support. I'm going to go to some of the comments, see what you guys are actually saying. Mr. JC1 says, bring back Boris and do his policies they campaigned on. To be fair, as someone who supported the policies in 2019, not all of them actually, not the leveling up nonsense. All I want is someone to actually get them done. Boris can't do it now. You know, he's compromised and he's an idiot. But as long as someone actually goes with the true conservative policies, put aside the ignore the net zero nonsense. That's just not going to work anyway. But some of the stuff that he was saying as a Tory leadership candidate, Boris Johnson, in 2019, not Prime Minister. The general election manifesto, I don't like that. That was too big states. But his 2019 Tory leadership platform, that I like that. I want that Boris, but he's gone. So I want someone to actually continue those ideas. Let's see. Andrew Johnson says, you work hard. Thanks. Great journalist. Thank you so much. I don't want to be called a journalist, by the way. We are the media. But obviously the day was over. I was preparing to just relax and end the evening. But this breaking news came out, so I thought I'd give you guys a quick update before you guys go to bed. It's best to keep you guys informed and let you guys know that the whole thing, as I said, it was a waste of money, waste of time. There are other priorities that we could talk about, but really, it just shows the true face, the true side of the House of Commons, that how out of touch they are. Of course, as I said, Boris Johnson was always going to win that vote. It just turned into some sort of virtue signalling nonsense for Labour MPs and SNP MPs to stand up in the House of Commons in the chamber to express their opinions. So that's the biggest problem. It's simply the House of Commons just turned into a virtue signalling platform. They don't really do anything useful. So Savage Media, I love that username, by the way. Savage Media, thank you so much for your super chat. Savage Media says, buy Maya a beer. Big love from Ukraine, filming for France 24. Thank you so much, guys, for your backings. Let's see. Anne Himmons says, you're looking very tired. I can't confirm, but yes, I might be slightly tired. The last week or so, we've been reporting on this channel every single day, every single minute. But because of the love and support that I get from you guys, I don't mind. I'm actually enjoying this, don't worry. Even though I'm not really getting much sleep, but it's fine because we have to kind of stay up to date. I can't really just allow the lamestream media and all the rest of the establishment to just control the whole narrative, because they've been doing it for the past few decades, and look where it got us. I think it's time for us, the grassroots, to actually rise up. And so every time I say we are the media, I mean we, me and you. It's not some sort of rule. It's not a royal we. I'm not just talking about myself. So it's all because of you guys that I can't continue. All right, stop the wishy-washy chat. Let's go have a look at a couple of the other comments before I let you guys go. I'm sure you guys want to go and sleep. Okay. Let's see. Chris Haddo says, if Boris failed, Rishi shouldn't be in, as he was under his wing. I mean, I believe that. I really believe if you were part of the Titanic that went down with Boris Johnson, you are tainted. Yet somehow Rishi Sunak is still going on. Is leading. He's part of the establishment. So Richard Record says, my Conservative membership is up on the 27th of July. Do I renew? It's up to you, of course, Richard, but if only if you're going to vote for someone sensible. If you can, don't do it just to vote for Rishi Sunak, by the way. Let's see. Nicole says, how hot is it there? It's boiling. I mean, ideally, at this point, I should say this. I want to be topless, but I can't because it's a family show, so I can't really be topless. I've been walking around with that t-shirt in the house. Savage Media, thanks again for another super chat support, saying, have a beer on me. Oh my God, thank you so much. Stop it, guys, stop it. Dave says, sleep outside. Dave, I'm actually very tempted. I got a balcony, but it's very hard, so I can't really do that. Falvey Pollard, thank you so much for your super chat support. Falvey Pollard saying, why didn't Jacob Rees-Mogg take a shot at it? I think Jacob Rees-Mogg knows that he was going to be prevented anyways. He was never going to win, but so he decided to kind of take a shot and back one of the candidates. But I think it's just one of those weird things. I think I do like Richard and Jacob Rees-Mogg's brain. His ideas are good, but in reality, it was never going to be a workable idea as a candidate. The Tory establishment would never allow someone like Jacob Rees-Mogg from winning. Right, let's see. Yeah, people saying Maya looks tired. So many comments. Yeah, no, thank you so much. But I thought I'd just kind of do this because this breaking news just came out before I went to sleep. So in case you joined late, Boris Johnson just won the vote of confidence and he humiliated Stick Keir Starmer. So it was a waste of time. It was a waste. Oh, there we go. I look better now. I just found the light. I don't know why I wasn't doing that before. I literally sat down here and I did the live stream so I could have the ring light on my face. Then I started doing the live stream with that light. So if it wasn't for Lacey Butcher for reminding me, I would have finished the live stream without any light on my face. Okay, I think I'm losing my mind, by the way. This Tory leadership race has been a bit of a roller coaster ride, but I think it's good because it's exposing their true faces. There's so many of them who are hiding behind niceness. It's the sort of thing that the Labour politicians have been doing to the country for years. They stand on the platform of, oh, we just want a clean start. We just want to be nice. We just want to help the country. And you don't know until you actually see their true face. So now we can see some of the candidates in this Tory leadership race, that they're not just that they're not competent, but they don't really have the right values. So that's it. Bruce Jones, thank you for your work and journalism. Thank you so much. VXS says, get lazy on the stream. I would have, unfortunately, it's too late, guys. Merce Type 8 says, Rishi Sunak is Emmanuel Macron with a tan. I didn't think of that. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to say something controversial. No, I'm not going to say it. Yeah, man. Macron, domestically, apart from certain very, very important issues, by the way, like the authoritarian stuff with lockdown, put that aside, just normal economic stuff, I think he's more right-wing than Rishi Sunak. I think Macron is more right-wing than Rishi Sunak. I mean, especially on free speech and fighting Islamism in France. Macron was more patriotic than Rishi Sunak. That's sad to say, isn't it? Yep. Just got Sky News breaking news update on my phone. Rishi has the momentum. I swear, the mainstream media are backing Rishi Sunak. I mean, I can't prove it, but this is the vibe I've been getting. They don't really scrutinize him. We did a video on this channel earlier today exposing Rishi Sunak. I've been doing it every day, and also other candidates too. The mainstream media are not really doing anything when it comes to Rishi. They keep sending me, Sky News and BBC and all these apps, sending me notifications about Rishi Sunak. How well he's doing, how he's leading. Why are you campaigning? The media, why are the media campaigning on behalf of Rishi Sunak? I have no idea. Well, I do have an idea. Colin says, if you have a chance to ask those standing for Prime Minister a question, what would it be? Ooh. All right, so there are so many obvious questions, priorities that we kind of always want to focus on, whether it's immigration, border control, and all that stuff, or ECHR. But in reality, I would say, would you commit to actually fight for and actually present a plan for a smaller government? Because if you go with smaller government as an idea, that includes everything from staying away from the globalist side, like the World Economic Forum, staying away from corporatism, staying away from this lobbying scandal nonsense, and actually allowing localism and small businesses and families to actually grow. That's the umbrella that covers so many issues. Because if I just ask about one of these candidates about, are you going to do something about the small boats? You're not going to get a proper answer. So there's absolutely no point. I don't really have faith in any of them, so it is what it is. Out of all of them, Kemi is closer to my heart. I wanted Liz Truss to be better, but her globalist side is coming out, and she's kind of wooden. It's a bit embarrassing. I had more faith, but didn't really go well. There's absolutely no one I'm completely passionate about. As I said, I have a soft spot for Kemi. That's it. But I'm not going to put my faith in the hands of the cabal, any party and any sort of politician. There's no point. I think we have to stop doing this, by the way. We have to stop, as people of this country, stop relying and being dependent on good politicians and good governments. You know, we keep getting let down. We keep getting disappointed. We have to start focusing on people power and actually empowering ourselves. The more we and the media and everybody keep focusing on, well, this politician is bad, let's go find a better politician, then that could be a short-term solution. But really, it's emotional, because the system would then empower itself, and you have a bigger state and bigger government, and then your good politician will go away, and then next time they will bring an absolute out-of-touch idiot and a statist. That's the problem. Savage, thank you again for another super chat support, saying, he's in Ukraine, and Russian troops have been targeting him 90 plus a day. I hate Rishi Sunak. I hate Putin. Hope to get home on the 28th. I've been here for 4 weeks. Oh, wow. Okay. Let me see. Close the door. Please don't tell me it's another clickbait title. No, it's not a clickbait title, because we just had the breaking news that Boris Johnson managed to win the vote of confidence in himself and his own government, which is absolutely brilliant. Just before we end the live stream, just going to give a quick update for people who might have joined late. Basically, Keir Starmer, about a week ago, came up with the idea to push for a vote of no confidence in the government and Boris Johnson as Prime Minister, which is kind of over dramatic. He said, Boris needs to go now, and we need to have a caretaker Prime Minister, ideally Theresa May, and while the Tory leadership election goes forward. Then the government actually blocked Starmer's motion because they said, technicality, you can do a vote of no confidence in government, but not the Prime Minister. So then Boris Johnson's cabinet called a vote of confidence, they brought forward a motion of vote of confidence in themselves, in their own government. And tonight, literally about, 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, Boris Johnson's government won that vote. I forgot the number. I'm going to guess. If I get to guess the number right, because I don't have it written down, do a thumbs up. So I would say they won the vote, 348 for the government, 238 for the opposition. Is that correct? I genuinely don't have. I don't have the number anyway. So if I get it right, let me know. I should really double check the numbers. Right. Okay. Perfect. I'm just gonna read a couple of more comments before I let you guys go, because we're having a great time. For those of you who are still awake somehow in this heat wave, Tris Wood says, "I don't do identity politics, but we're just a few votes away from having a black female prime minister." I mean, it is a good point. SR Spoonie says, I think the margin was 148. That's the majority of the vote. That was, Gojo says, good man, my Tousi. Thank you. Kevin Graham says, Starmer is awful. I absolutely agree. I'm waiting to see if anyone's going to type in the number of votes to see if I actually managed to predict, guess it right. I'm shattered, absolutely dying right now, guys. But tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow's actually massive. 349 to 238. So close. Thank you so much, Marshfield Jeff. So close. Perfect. Okay, so you ready? Tomorrow is going to be a decisive day, which is embarrassing. That again, we have to put our faith into the political class. So tomorrow afternoon, the fourth round of the Tory leadership election, the vote is going to happen. That is the biggest moment, the destiny, because we have four candidates left now. You got Rishi Sunak, Penny Mordaunt, then Liz Truss, and Kemi Badenoch. And it seems like Kemi Badenoch is not that far behind Liz. If Kemi could take some of Tom Tugendhat's votes, because he lost tonight. And I've been hearing that some of the Liz Truss's supporters might change their mind and stop supporting her because she's not been that impressive. That's their perspective. They could go to Kemi. And if that happens, Kemi could beat Liz tomorrow. And then it will be Rishi Sunak, Penny Mordaunt, and Kemi Badenoch. And then, again, it's a miracle. Again, still unlikely. So I'm not predicting this. I'm being realistic. I'm just saying the ideal situation. If it's the three of them at the end, then Kemi could take almost all of Liz Truss's votes. Almost all. Not all of them. Almost. And then she could actually beat Penny Mordaunt. And then afterwards, she would definitely beat Rishi Sunak in the membership round. But it's all about tomorrow. If Kemi Mordaunt and her team don't manage to get to lobby the Tom Tugendhat's votes and some of the Liz Truss's votes, then Kemi's out. That's the end of the road. And the way I look at it, it's still likely that they will be Penny Mordaunt and Rishi Sunak at the end. And I was thinking that I used to think Penny Mordaunt could beat Rishi Sunak. I'm actually starting to think Rishi does have a shot. It's sad to say, but I do believe Rishi could still, when it comes to Rishi versus Penny, not Rishi versus Kemi Badenoch or even Liz Truss, but Rishi Sunak versus Penny Mordaunt, I could see a situation where Rishi Sunak could just win just purely based on performance. It's so sad. It's so depressing, actually. So it's all about tomorrow. If Kemi Badenoch could impress us, could somehow beat either Penny, it's not going to happen, or Liz Truss, then we'll see how it goes. Otherwise, tomorrow could be the end of the road, or tomorrow could be the beginning of chaos. Okay, so let's see. Yes, there's so many comments about Kemi. A couple of Liz Truss supporters here as well. And Frankie says both, I'm guessing Penny and Rishi are not fit for purpose. And yep, a lot of Kemi Badenoch supporters. Okay, so VZ actually says, I prefer Rishi Sunak over Penny because Penny is garbage. Brilliant. Thank you for your opinion, guys. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for joining. Even though only the last 5 minutes, I realized I could actually turn on the light. I was doing a live stream like this for some reason for the past 20 minutes. All right, perfect. I'm going to go to bed. We're going to come back tomorrow. A lot of videos, a lot of updates throughout the whole day from 3 p.m. onwards, unless there's some sort of breaking news. Oh my God, another donation from Savage Media. Thank you so much. Savage Media says, thumbs up, folks. Yes, yeah, click on the like button, share the video, subscribe, click on the bell. We'll come back tomorrow throughout the whole day and we'll give you the breaking news as it comes on my Tousi, and we are the media.